In a world where the economy has run rampant, one man will face survival with a limited budget.
We came to Walmart.
The only reason you would be here would be to survive.
Or save money and live better. I've given my main man here a very important task. See, since I started this YouTube channel, I have genuinely wanted to do an overnight survival challenge. I think that those are cool videos.
They are the coolest.
It's time for me to attempt my first ever overnight 24-hour survival challenge. Come on now. Oh. And I thought, what better way to do it than to get Ao himself to go inside a Walmart with me and him be the one in charge, because my main man knows.
They call me Bear Grylls.
If you're Bear Grylls, then we're in a very tight situation, and my friend and I have no other choice but to drink our own urine to survive. So the budget for today's video is going to be $50. $50 is kind of a tight budget, especially in a video like this one.
That's pinching it.
Walmart shoppers can save 25% off today. I am the Walmart pickup representative to secure your order today and help you with your self-checkout process.
We'll see you guys in the store. Guys, if you ever wanted to go fishing but you can't because it's raining so bad, no worries. Fishing Clash has you covered. Fishing Clash is a mobile fishing game that's perfect for the beginner as well as a seasoned angler, and it simulates time on the water no matter what you're doing, even if you're like watering your garden, or maybe you're fixing a fine meal, or maybe you're on the toilet. Don't even think about it, cameraman Chris. Fishing Clash has got you. Now, if you're like me, you're probably worried that the game's gonna cost you some money. The game is absolutely free. However, you can speed things up by spending a little bit of that change. So join 50 million other players and catch fish you didn't even know existed. Okay, I don't know what we got, but I know it's big because it's really tugging. A nosy shark. I've never even heard of a nosy shark. I didn't nose anything about it. So download Fishing Clash by clicking the link in the description, or you can scan the QR code on the screen. Just use gift code Fishing with Smalls. That's going to get you a $20 reward. It's also going to get you a really cool avatar. And I know you want one, so just do it. To claim the bonus, click the button in the top right-hand corner and then click gift codes. Type Fishing with Smalls and then click claim. So what are you waiting for? It's simple. Code Fishing with Smalls, $20 bundle, play the game, avatar. Now back to today's video.
All right, Gravy. We have $50.
$50?
We need Smalls to be able to build a shelter.
Okay.
We need him to be able to sip on some water. If you got food, water, fire, shelter. Okay, we got a dude. All right.
Dude, shower. I need a shower from this video. I like to keep myself cleansed.
Okay, this is $7. We're probably gonna come back to that. I feel like that's more of like a luxury camping item. What do you think about a life straw, Gravy?
Personal water filter? You might need that. Or it's 20 bucks.
So we got machetes, we got axes.
You need like a reflective tent, like a merchant to keep the rain off of them. Like $3.
Okay, hold this for now. If we can find a tarp, these things are nice, but you can sneeze a hole through these things.
So they're very thin, is what you're saying.
Kind of like my emotions after 10 p.m.
Okay, alrighty. Disgusting. Disgusting.
In order to eat these, he would need something to boil water. So he needs some
like a pan
form of
like
fire,
this, kind of.
and then he needs some form of a pan to boil water. So right now we have one emergency reflective tent for $4, dude. We got to do a little bit better. I'm not completely sold on this tent. They are the most tender little tent that you can imagine. I am sold on some paracord though, because if we go ahead and change our minds, we can use a tarp. He can use a tarp and have a little bit better structure. We got the actual camping tool sets that come with paracord, giant knives, machetes, flashlights, flint and steel, 2 carabiners, and a big old axe. And this is
how much is that guy?
$30.
That's half your budget right there.
It is half your budget. If this came with a shelter, it'd be pretty sweet.
Does he need something to get his morning workout in, like a jump rope?
I feel like that's essential to survive. Gravy. I don't know, how did we not even think about
somebody?
That's $5. Hold on to that, Dad Larry.
In the wrong spot.
I don't think so, dude. I think people were like,
meant to be there?
Yeah, dude. Have you ever tried to survive 24 hours without hitting a good jump rope?
I probably would not be a great of a jump roper.
Dude, you are a fantastic jump roper. God, I do kind of want to set him up with this toilet.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
It's like a $50 setup just to have a pooper out there. Let's price the food here. So we can hook him up with $10 MRE.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe hit him.
I don't think he needs.
Dude, that would be fantastic. He'll be camping by himself, so nobody has to smell.
Oh,
the
okay,
result
yeah,
of this.
that's what he's doing. Then,
Okay.
Yeah.
So he would have $10 there.
Okay.
And then we would have to go with a little bit of
Quick fire.
a quick grill.
$5.97 for this guy.
Okay, $5.97 for the propane. $22 for that.
Yeah,
$15 for
Hefty
this.
price for that.
That is not cheap, dude. I almost feel like we should make him build a fire.
He would be better off
'Cause
saving
then
money doing that.
We can put back. That would have been on the cheapest side of having a gas-powered stove. $5 with propane, $15 with the stove.
That's 5 and 15. That's 20.
Dang, arm and a leg just to make it through the
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
All right, Smalls. So
survival.
we're gonna go ahead and set you up with an actual campfire, but we're not gonna give it to you that easy. They got an electric fire starter for $9. They have some flints. We could hook them up with just a lighter. It's $2. Or should we set him up with this so he has to struggle a little bit?
This guy's cheaper than this guy. I think go with the cheaper
Let's
guy.
go straight budget friendly here. $2 lighter.
I like it.
Here?
$2 lighter.
We're trying to figure it out because if I get you a propane stove, cheapest option, not even having anything to cook on, $20.
Yikes.
Yeah, no, that's what,
That might
exactly what
be
my face did.
30 your budget right
Looked
there.
like I was eating a warhead when I saw that. We saved the money for the jump rope.
Yeah, I said we got you a jump rope to get your morning workout in.
All right, Gravy. So I think our best bet right here, I could be dead wrong. You think
That's
it
got a
could
little teapot.
boil some water in that little thing? Gravy, you got to pick out which MRE we're going to get this man.
You're getting me an MRE?
We're
Yeah.
gonna do it, MRE.
It's a rite of passage, man.
We have a lighter here for you,
That's $2.
Okay, budget.
and then we have, of
That was
course,
$3. That was $5.
This is my tent.
Yeah, as of now,
that's
we
gonna
might
be
get you
like
a
your, I
tarp.
think like
we're
your
gonna see what we're
roof
working
kind of
with.
maybe. Maybe I don't know.
So you got to use paracord to make that.
The paracord
But I
might
wouldn't
could
worry
tie
about all
that down.
I really wouldn't.
And of course, we have your Beyond Fit cardio workout textured hand grips jump rope to get your essential morning workout in, so that way you don't miss a day in your morning routine for working out.
Yeah, we were watching out for you.
Do you just want an entree, or do you want an entree and dessert?
Come on now, you know I want
You know you want the ice cream
What kind of-
sandwich.
Do you like
They don't
mint
have-
chocolate?
They
or
don't
do you
have
want?
ice creams.
I have a vanilla and a mint chocolate chip.
Are you kidding me?
What are you? What kind of
don't-
guy are you?
I definitely don't do mint chocolate. at
I
all.
don't either. I'm so glad you said
So
that.
you're a vanilla.
That was
type
gonna
guy.
make me a little angry.
of
All right,
course you can.
$5. That's worth it. You can work it off with the jump rope.
Beef stroganoff and noodles comes with mushroom cream sauce. This guy right here is
I
beef
think-
stew with potatoes, peas, and carrots.
I think I know which one Davey's gonna pick out.
Beef lasagna with cheesy marinara sauce.
I'm so curious what Gravy's gonna choose here.
Chicken fried rice with eggs, green peas, onions, and carrots. Chili mac with beef, spicy sauce with macaroni, beef and beans. That sounds like an AOMRE for survival. I like the lasagna.
I can't believe it. There you go.
I like the beef lasagna with cheesy marinara. Now, did you want 2 entrees, or do you want an entree and dessert? 'Cause if you want a second
For
entree,
the sake of the challenge, we already are $15 in just for the MRE.
Well, I was thinking-
plus the lighter and the pan, so
If you
we're
wanted to
we're at
sub- if you wanted
$23.
to sub a second entree for a dessert.
No, he got what he needed here.
Okay.
We got him set up with one
Dude,
meal.
if y'all are only at $23, that's not bad.
Well, then your jump rope puts you at 28.
Oh, that's
Your
an essential.
paracord and your
Tent.
tent puts you at $5. So 9. That puts us at 37. So we got 13 bucks left.
And we don't have a mattress or a blanket, and it's gonna be cold.
We need to find something thick for them. Something with some back
Yeah.
support. I wonder how much a dog bed would be.
Oh gosh.
Where's the pet stuff? All right, I'm thinking maybe a dog bed. So we got like 12 bucks left. I think he would let us go over just a little bit, but I've yet to see somebody use a dog bed. I don't know, the cheapest air mattress is 17 bucks. So if we can't find a dog bed for cheaper, it doesn't make any sense. All right, here we are. $21, $14. All right, so for 15 bucks, you can get a 42-inch, which is almost 4 foot. Which if he slept, I mean, in theory, you know what I'm saying? See, I feel like this could work.
She's died. Yeah. She's like around the corner. Just sees that. She's
this
like,
generation, am I right?
yeah.
Have a very good night. That was one of my favorite experiences I've had in Walmart.
Walmart, yeah.
We got a steal, bro. Got a dog bed.
My dog.
I tried it out. I got some of the best content I've ever got in the dog section at Walmart. So, see what I'm saying?
You think it'll work?
That ain't bad.
A bed for a dog.
That ain't bad.
You know what I'm saying? If there's any man that belongs in a dog bed.
My dog.
Good luck out there.
Is it? Where did this put our budget at?
That was 17.
No, don't worry about that.
We're good. We're a little bit
Yeah,
over.
we're right over.
It's gonna be a little bit
But we
over.
also got a jump rope, so I mean that's a little.
Yeah, if you take jump rope out, then that's probably gonna subtract your total.
Okay, I have a confession to make. I've been sitting on this video for quite a while. As a matter of fact, the video that you've seen thus far was filmed 6 months ago. And I'm sorry. I do have a reason. Ayo bought me a doggy bed. That's supposed to be what I sleep on. And we did this video in December, and I wasn't going out and sleeping on the ground in December, although maybe I should have, since all the bugs are zooming around my ears right now. Although from last video, y'all know I'll give them a quick one too. So I finally made it out here to the woods. I found a nice little location that I feel like I can stretch our little tent doohickey thing that was bought for like $3. That's another thing. I definitely wish that I would have upped the budget, but back then it was just a little bit tighter and I learned my lesson. Never let Ayo go into Walmart and pick out what you get to sleep on. I mean, they bought a jump rope. I'll never use that thing. To be honest, I need a refresher on what all we bought anyway, so let's check it out. I mean, if that don't make you want to go out there and survive, then roll tide. All right, I mean, what all did we get? So first off, the dang lasagna ice cream sandwich. What a pair. I mean, that's not something you're gonna see on any kind of menu that's under 4 or 5 stars, restaurant-wise. I'm a little bit more excited than I'm letting on for the MRE. I've actually never in my life tried one of these. And what's cool about it is that they're best used by September 2054. So if I get full and don't finish it all, I'm just gonna throw it in the fridge. Save it for my kids. We got a nice little pot to boil some water. I mean, if that thing right there ain't the cutest little pot you've ever seen. Good thing to have. I mean, he did give us some nice bright orange, pretty paracord, but that tent, man. Emergency reflective tent. I feel like it might be hot in there. Jump rope? What? Perhaps the only solid that my buddies have done for me is purchase a lighter. I was sure that I would end up with flint and steel or some kind of hard way to start a fire. Fire ain't gonna be no problem. All right, so I'm liking these 2 trees right here. Nice sturdy trees. The only problem is I've got a giant briar right here in the way. So I'm gonna try to get that out of the ground. I'm gonna clean up all our little sticks. That's what we'll use for firewood, and then I'll get this little brush up too. But I like this little location, nice and shady. I'm gonna need it. All right, nobody bought me a hatchet. All I've got's a nice halfway pointed rock. I think this will work though. It's the last thing I want under my tent. Throw all our firewood out here to the side. We'll definitely use that. I mean, we got lasagna to eat. Come on now. So many little pine cones, man. Everywhere I step, I'm finding them. I may not have picked the exact best location, but... Oh, shoot. Is that a rock? Dang. That is not going to feel good on us. I mean, that's got to come out of the ground if I'm going to be able to sleep right here. All right, that rock's got to come up. And then my idea is to pile a bunch more leaves right here. Just because the dog bed, I don't think it's going to cut it. Even for a dog. English bulldog. Roof, roof. My best English bulldog impression. Make sure you're not getting my underwear or nothing. We got a little more movement. Ah! All right, I'm going to kick up most of the leaves that I can to be right over where I'm going to be sleeping. And hopefully that'll be a little bit more comfortable than a dog bed. I mean, at least we'll have leaves, right? It says, warning, keep all flame and heat sources away from this tent fabric. We will have to keep that in mind. Don't want to burn our tent up. Nice reflective tent. All right, I don't want to tear this thing up. Got it. Got it through. Well, first time in the tent was amazing. Nice little Boy Scout knot. It's called a double Luther knot. My Uncle Luther messed up on it twice the first time he tried to tie it. This is Uncle Jonathan's knot. He always did something crazy. Ta-da! Well, that ain't too bad. I mean, that's definitely better than I was thinking. Don't get me wrong, it's not gonna feel all that great on your skin while you're trying to sleep. Not quite a 200 thread count sheet, if you know what I mean. Thing right there, got the thread count of Buzz Lightyear to infinity and beyond. Sweat your butt off. Be careful out here, Chris. You get a snake in your boot. All right, let's check our tent out. It's actually not too bad. Definitely more comfortable putting a lot of leaves down like I did. I'm gonna sweat tonight, brother. It's hot. It's pretty much like putting a pig in a blanket, except it's a heating blanket. I definitely think that this thing is up to par for a survival situation, you know, like last resort. Every other one was booked, and this one's got 2 stars and bed bugs, but either way, last resort. I would use it, and I feel like just throw you some leaves under there. It don't feel bad at all. I definitely think it's gonna be better off than I thought, because I was worried about the dog bed the whole time. I've been thinking, oh, I'm gonna be on the leaves, but I didn't really realize that this thing was gonna completely keep me out of all that. So not too bad. Let's get out of here. It's hot in here. Now look, I've watched a lot of survival shows in my day. I know a thing or two about surviving. They like fire. I mean, pretty much fire is what it comes down to. Fire is how you're gonna eat. It's how you're gonna stay warm. Somebody like me this time of year, staying warm ain't necessarily #1 or 458 on the list of priorities. It's gonna fall somewhere around 457. I stay hot, guys. But I did have a comment on a video a couple weeks back where a guy said, hey, don't worry, Smalls, those big blocks run hot. And I was like, dang, homie, big block, appreciate it. Unless that was a fat joke. If it was a fat joke, then grr. Regardless though, I've got to get a fire, and I did find something while walking into the woods. Let me show you. I've got a nice pile of rocks right here, and the last thing that I want to do is take a chance on burning down a lot of land that doesn't belong to me. So I'm about to clear out a little spot for a fire, and I'm definitely going to set up the perimeter of our fire with a nice fire break using these rocks. Just got to be careful grabbing rocks like that out here in the middle of the woods. Don't want to find old nose shoulders. I've definitely seen a lot of snakes here lately, so wouldn't be surprised if we saw one by the end of this video. Make sure there's no critters under here. Oh, a scorpion. Look at that scorpion. That is cool. All right, well, I've never had a scorpion sting. I don't know how that feels, guys. Let me know in the comments. I'm gonna try not to get one today. All right, well, that should work. Fire pit is built. Nothing wrong with that little spot right there. Should be more than enough to boil a little bit of water. I'm gonna go ahead and get this fire going because I am just craving some in a bag, dry as a bone, just add water lasagna. All right, so I'm looking for some firewood right now. This right here is looking perfect. You can tell that it's dry, plus it was up off the ground. Anything that's on the ground is got a better chance of being wet. The key to having a big fire is have a small fire, guys. Start smalls. Oh, this right here just really gets the job going right there. Come on now, that right there, some brown pine needles. It's gonna get it done. All right, time to build our fire, and I've got our 2 main ingredients. First off, something that's gonna go up in flames really quick. I've got some old pine needles, and I've got some smalls wood. I really am so thankful that they actually got me a lighter. These Ozark Trail 2-packs were actually really cheap too. Super good bang for your buck. Oh, I love the smell of a campfire. That really is one of my favorite smells. A fire. Well, that ain't gonna take too long. I'm glad we got the fire going. That's what we're wanting. We got a bunch of red hot coals in there, so we're gonna be able to boil some water pretty easy now. And then we're gonna get to try some MRE lasagna. And if that don't get your appetite just pumping up, then, well, you obviously ain't never slept in an emergency tent. All right. Maybe that'll work. I mean, hey, I've never done this. All right, open package at tear notch. Remove and discard oxygen absorber. That don't smell bad. It don't look too terrible either. All right, oxygen absorber is out. Carefully add 1.5 cups of boiling water to pouch. As you can tell, our water is kind of boiling and it's kind of dirty. We got some sticks and stuff in there, but hey, I like sticks. 1.5 coming right up. And a half. Stir carefully and reseal package. First MRE's going smoothly. Wait 5 minutes, open package, stir, and reseal. Then let stand an additional 4 minutes. So we got a little while before we can enjoy this thing. All right, now we got our ice cream sandwich. Let me see how this is gonna work. Ready to eat, no drip, no mess. Yes, this is a real ice cream sandwich with real vanilla ice cream. Between 2 delicious cookie wafers, you'll be astonished by the taste. The best part is that the ice cream won't drip on your shirt or stick to your fingers. Why? Because like dozens of other foods that Mountain House has been making since 1968, is freeze-dried. This amazing process allows you to easily pack it in for the wilderness adventures, wrap it up as a gift, hand it off as a reward, or even take it with you to the moon. Savor the adventure. You ain't even got to add water to this thing. My cameraman Chris does say this is dessert. Can't have it first. Wait. All right, we've given our lasagna plenty of time. It's at least ready, but it's still so hot. And if you know me, if you've watched the channel, if you know me personally, you know I don't go anywhere without a fork. If I'm being honest with y'all, this smells wonderful. It smells exactly like some lasagna you would get at, I don't know, Olive Garden. That ain't good. That ain't good at all. But when you're surviving, I mean, Bear Grylls drinks his own TT. I don't know if y'all still call it TT or not, but I mean, it's growing on me. I mean, nutrition fact-wise, we're looking pretty good. We've only got 440 calories in this whole thing. All right, I wouldn't consider that a bad buy at all. I think that's a good product. I would probably not want to have it camping, but survival situation like we're in right now, fighting for our life, trying our best to keep our lungs pumping air throughout our bodies so that we can live, it ain't that bad. All right, the moment we've all been waiting for, the ice cream sandwich. I mean, this has got to be pretty tasty, right? A freeze-dried ice cream sandwich. Wow. It's an actual ice cream sandwich. Well, my word. I don't like Lucky Charms marshmallows. And that's the same texture. I will say, if you just put it on your tongue and let it dissolve, it's way better. Oh, I hate that texture. It ain't terrible, but I'm a bigger fan of the lasagna. And I'm not really a fan of the lasagna. All right, nutrition facts for our ice cream sandwich. 140 calories. Is that more or less than a normal one? Seems like that would be way less. Well, we do have 23 grams of carbs. And as you can tell, I've been trying to watch my carb intake. All right, food wasn't too bad. I'm actually completely full and had dessert. I'd consider it a win. I do have the nice, I mean, luxurious tent right here and our dog bed. It's time to go to sleep. I can already tell, so I've got my legs hanging off of the end of this dog bed. They're already getting sticky. And I see bugs in here, so. I mean, one thing about this tent, it was never meant to be a luxurious overnight stay. I mean, this is a survival situation. We're in between 2 trees with 2 open ends right now. I mean, at the end of the day, this is roughing it. I definitely wish AO would have found a Great Dane bed, or maybe a St. Bernard. Nice little spider right there.
Don't you dump that towards me.
Sorry. Wow. Chris, what is that? Heck no. Absolutely not. That's a cockroach that did something with a cricket. Dude, no sir. $100 challenges from here on out. Enclosed tents. I mean, reckon how much more it would have cost to get this same tent, but closed off. Probably would have went from like $350 to like $450 maybe. You wouldn't think it'd have been much. I mean, I don't know. Dude, that son of a gun was huge. And then there's another one right here. Man, heck no. It's an ant. Here. It's an ant so big. I mean, that's a great ant. I feel like I got something crawling on my leg right now. I ain't kidding right now, dude. Like, when I start seeing bugs, I feel like they're on me. I don't know if y'all are the same way or not, but like, say you're outside, you just saw a bee. And you're like, dang, I hope that thing don't come over here again. And then you immediately feel something on your neck. Nothing was there. It was just your brain telling your neck that you're about to get stung. All right, I know what's happening. We're seeing all these giant, nasty bugs because they're attracted to these lights. So, there's only one thing left to do right now. And, good night. See you guys in the morning. Good morning, everybody. This little thing right here, I wouldn't really recommend it to anybody. I mean, even in a survival situation, I'm not so sure that you shouldn't just find a big rock. Y'all saw that Japanese cockroach cricket. It's early, man. Y'all saw the Japanese cockroach cricket. That kind of had me freaked out last night. It was not that bad. but it was also terrible all at the same time. I don't know how you can wrap your mind around that. Well, as always, I appreciate each and every one of you watching. Guys, if you want to see me do this again, just restart the video, because I'm not doing this again, ever. In fact, I might never let Ayo go pick out what I'm going to survive with ever again. Get me to 100,000 subs, please! Be sure to check out Fishing Clash. Be sure and use code Fishing with Smalls. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, love you, miss you already.